It is a shocking fact more people die each year from medical mistakes than from highway accidents, breast cancer, or AIDS. And in California, a little-known law puts a price tag on what the state says your life is worth. Tonight, we sit down with the Simi Valley family who blames a local hospital for robbing their daughter of her life.
She died in my arms. And then the doctor kept coming over and putting her stethoscope on her heart. And finally, like the third or fourth time she did it, I said, "Why did you do that?" She said, "Because her heart's still beating." And I said, "See, she didn't want to die."
In the very same UCLA hospital Delaney Lucille Gonzalez was born, just 16 months later, the toddler will die.
The next thing, you're at the mortuary and you're picking up baby coffins for your daughter. You know, little coffins for your daughter.
Delaney was born with Treacher-Collins syndrome, a rare disorder that causes physical abnormalities of the head and face. The Gonzalez family never treated their bouncing baby girl any different.
Mentally, she was all there. Mentally, she was perfect.
She was going to be beautiful to me, she was.
Always jovial and dressed in special headbands her mother handmade to keep her hearing aids in place, when she was old enough, the Simi Valley family checked Delaney into UCLA for a routine 90-minute surgery to repair the child's cleft palate.
She couldn't say dad because you have to put your tongue to the top of the roof of your mouth. That was what we were looking forward to after the surgery, where she was going to be able to say dad for the first time.
Little Laney the ladybug would never get the chance to say dad.
I heard a code blue and overhead, and I knew it was her. I knew it.
According to medical and autopsy reports, Delaney's breathing tube was misplaced, slowly suffocating the child as air pumped into her stomach rather than her lungs.
And I said, "Can you need this?" And he said, "I will."
Next, a series of critical errors. California state health inspectors report the radiology department waited hours before reviewing chest x-rays that would have shown the deadly mistake. Also, a staff member shut off oxygen sensors that Jody believes could have saved her little Laney's life.
Finally, she shut it off. She said she thought something was wrong with it. Well, it turned out it was telling her Laney wasn't getting oxygen. And the nurse just turned it off. I don't blame just one, I blame the whole hospital. Clearly, it says on her death certificate she died from their mistake.
To ensure the hospital is held accountable and that this deadly mistake would never happen again, Laney's parents set out to sue. But they were shocked to find the state of California already put a price tag of $250,000 on their little girl's life.
You took my daughter. You took all of me. I mean, I wanted to die, and then you hear about that. You're blown away.
There is a little-known law in California called MICRA, the Medical Injury Compensation Act.
MICRA is a four-letter word in disguise, I think.
Trial attorneys insist this law that was put on the books back in 1975 is insurance companies and doctors' dirty little secret.
I have to believe that if the general public knew about it, MICRA wouldn't exist.
The malpractice cap even overrides the decision of a jury.
A jury could come in with a verdict and come in with fair and reasonable compensation and not know that a few weeks later the judge would reduce that jury verdict to $250,000.
Basically, you're telling me my beautiful daughter, who's 16-month-old, who has the whole world ahead of her, who has never gone on a date, who's never gone to school, who's never driven a car, who's never had her heart broken, who's never danced with her daddy, is worth $250,000. That's it. That's all her life is worth.
And you just go, what? She's worth nothing. Nothing.
Economists surmise that cap of $250,000 would be worth about $1 million today, yet the law remains unchanged. In a statement from UCLA, they say the medical center is saddened by Delaney's death and is committed to patient safety. They maintain that quality of care continues to be the hospital's #1 priority.